Hey everybody, Amy White from Worthy Written Words, and today I'm going to be my journaling edition wide margin Book of Mormon, and we're going to be in 1 Nephi chapter 8. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get these clear stickers from our kit, and we're going to be putting them on each side of this page, and we're going to be doing it so that it doesn't really cover up a lot of the words. So you can adjust this to fit whatever size book you have. And I have a piece of paper underneath just so that it has something to stick to without sticking to my other pages that are underneath. And whatever is going to be hanging off of this page, I'm going to be cutting off with a pair of scissors. It really doesn't matter which one goes on which side of the page. And next we're going to take these title page stickers, Behold, I Have Dreamed a Dream, and I am starting with it. There's like a break. You can see which one goes on each side of the page. So I started from the middle and worked my way out. So as I'm doing this first one, I start from the middle of the page and then go backwards. And that way I know that they're spaced where I want them to be in the middle. Next, we're going to take this Dreaming Lehi and stick him in the footnotes on the right page. If you stick him in the footnotes on the other page, he'll cover up some of the words. Now we're going to use these images and we're going to put them on these cardstock. Now I chose what to put them on based on what I thought matched the images. So the white fruit went on the white cardstock, the orange path went on the orange cardstock, if that makes sense, but it doesn't have to be that way. And you want to make sure that the little circle at the bottom is on the right side so that they're all lined up correctly. And you also want to make sure that the line at the top is showing because you're going to be folding each one of them up on that stroke line. Now I'm trying to place these in the middle of the cardstock, and if you get them off like I do lots of times or they're crooked, you can peel it up right away and it should be fine and you can rearrange it. If you let it sit for a couple hours, then it's not going to be easy to pull off. When you're doing this, you want to make sure you leave enough room so that you can put a circle sticker in that half circle on the bottom and it won't go up and overlap your picture on the bottom. It's not really a big deal if they do, but that's just the way that mine is so that there's enough room on the bottom. Now using the Stickles from your kit, and we're going to do this with the tree as well as the fruit. But starting with the tree, we're going to put some dots on the tree. Now, if this gets clogged, it's because it's been, even if it's new, it can get clogged because it's been sitting for a while. So there's a quick fix where you can take a paper clip and just shove the clog back down inside, but chances are it's going to reappear quickly after that. So if that doesn't work for you, the better thing to do would be to pry the top of the lid off all the way and then shove, using the paper clip, the dried up glue out the top so it's no longer inside. And then you can just put the lid right back on top, shake it up, and then use it again. So we're going to add dots all over the tree. And then we're going to set that aside and let it dry. And then we're going to fill in the white fruit completely. And because of all that we're going to use with that, it's probably going to take overnight to dry. You could also use a heated tool to help it, but with prolonged exposure to try and get it to dry, it may curl the cardstock a little bit. So you'll just have to wait for it to dry before you can insert these ones into your page. Or the other option would be to do this step last after you've already put these in your book, and then you can have the whole page done and just leave it out to dry overnight. Now we're going to put these number stickers on them, and we're putting them in order that they are mentioned in the scriptures. So number 1 goes on the dark and dreary wasteland picture. The second one goes on the large and spacious field. The third one goes on the white fruit. The fourth one is going to go on the tree. The fifth one is going to go on the river. The sixth one is going to go on the mist of darkness. The seventh is going to go on the spacious building. The eighth is going to go on the path. And the ninth one is going to go on the rod of iron. Now we're going to take these tab labels and stick them on each one of the tabs. And at this point, it doesn't matter what tab you put it on. We're just going to label all of them, and then we'll figure out where they all go. Using your Adtech micro dots, we're going to run that along the bottom and then attach it to the side of each card. Now here is an important thing that I didn't catch on to right away. Numbers 1 through 5, you're going to want to attach these tabs to the right side. I originally attached them to the left side only to realize that I had to switch them later. So numbers 1 through 5, you attach these tabs to the right side. And then numbers 6 through 9, they go on the left side. So here I am realizing what's happened, and I'm going to go back and readjust from numbers 1 to 5 and make them the right way. Now that all the tabs are put on and I have them in order with 5 on one side and then the last 4 on the other side, I'm going to attach them to my page. And just ignore what you see on the backs of these because I ended up changing it, so it's even better. So what we're going to do first is we're going to use our double-sided sticky tape and we're going to place it on the back side of these flaps. Now the double-sided sticky tape is a little bit wider, so you're going to have to fold it over. So I'm lining these up and just kind of spacing them out to see about where they're going to be. But ultimately I'm going to start with the bottom and the top. So lining up the double-sided sticky tape, and then you can just cut it when it gets to the edge. You should have enough to do all 9 of these using this double-sided sticky tape. And then you peel the back off and then just fold over any of the sticky tape that is spilling over the edge of this flap. So you want it all to be contained in the flap. And then line it up at the bottom so that it's on the edge of your page and so that the number 5 doesn't hang off the bottom of the page. And again, ignore what you're seeing underneath there. We're going to put different ones up over that. Now we're going to do the same thing with the top, and we're going to line it up so that it's on the side of our page and then the top doesn't go above the print. Next, we're going to do the number 3 tab because it's in the middle, so we can space it evenly between the 2 tabs and between it. Now we're going to attach the tree tab or the number 4 tab, and we're going to just put it in between the last tab and the 3rd tab. So I'm just eyeballing all of this, and I'm just making it so that they are all in the middle of each other. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this number 2 tab where I place it in between the number 1 and the number 3 so that they all hang over each other about the same amount of space. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Once they're all attached, we're going to take these gray cardstocks and we're going to attach them underneath each coordinating one. So you're going to want to flip it up and then place the cardstock on there. So technically it's upside down when it's folded shut. And we're just going to follow what is on our tabs and we're going to put that on each one. Then we're going to be done with this kit. I hope you love it as much as I do. It's like one of my all-time favorites. And I will see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe so you are up to date with all of our latest releases.